you can see at the very top, I have lists, right? We've got plan of action, roadmap, schedule, implement, debrief, okay? And these are all things that we've talked about, but I've actually spelled them out here and it's visual. So Miralondra and anyone else who's new to Trello, what you are looking at right now is a Trello board. And again, the way that I say a Trello board is organized, I want you to think about just a very large piece of poster board and organized sticky notes. The reason why I say organized sticky notes is because these are, what you're looking at here are lists. As I'm going up and down, these columns are lists. So the roadmap is a list, the schedule is a list, the implement is a list. Hey there, it's Rhonda Melogy. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to hit the subscribe button below so you know when I publish a new video, probably any minute now. But the reason I say that they are organized sticky notes is because you can very easy drag and drop between each list, okay? It's really, really easy to do. The other thing is that you see here, I've got several lists, and on every list is a card, all right? So that's the sticky note. And if I am clicking on the sticky note, right? So this is kind of where the magic happens as far as I'm concerned when it comes to Trello. Really quickly, let me go over some of this vocabulary. You have the title for the card at the top. Typically anything that like the description is, this is like the bulk of the content for me, and I post that in the description, okay? If we go to the right-hand side where we see add to card, so we can add members. So if you have team members, you can add members to the card. Labels, why this is like a beautiful visual. I use like time blocking, and if like I organize business into 3 buckets, one of them being revenue generating activities. So when I look at my calendar, if it has a green label on it, and let me just close out here really quick, it has a green label, I know like that is where I need to be focusing my time. It's like, do you see how quick that is? Like I am all about saving time because I don't have time, right? I choose to prioritize my time on things that are going to make me money, right? You should too. So that is labels. And one caution, you're like, oh my God, this is like a whole new world and I'm loving it. So don't go crazy town with your labels. You go crazy town with your labels, then you're not going to remember like what color was what label, okay? Checklists are typically for me workflows, and I define a workflow as a description, which is the very top, all of the tools and resources needed to complete, and here is the key, one task. All right, so tools and resources to complete one task, and all of those steps, it's a step by step by step by step. Those are the steps to complete the one task. Why are workflows so important? Why do you need a workflow in everything that you do in your business? Because number one, if I was to sit down and complete a task and you were to sit down and complete a task and you didn't have a list and everything was up in your head, I would win because I can go boom, boom, boom. If I get a distraction or a disruption, I can go over here, quickly do it, come back. I've got my list. I know exactly where I am. The other thing is it creates a consistent product. You're not going to miss a step. Okay. The other thing is that even as a solopreneur, if you are the only one on the team, why do you need to be doing this? You need to be doing this because ultimately you want to delegate. And how do you know what to delegate unless you really have a list in front of you of steps to complete the task? So it also helps you identify those people who do that task really, really well. It sets an expectation of what you, like if I were to do a job description, like it sets the expectation, like you're going to do like all of these things. And then I want to sprinkle your fairy dust right in there, and it's going to be beautiful. Then also it will help you create a tutorial. So it's either how to do the thing, or it is a review of the process and why you made the choices that you made. That is really important. So you don't waste time. So they don't go back and say, well, why don't we do it this way? You're like, because I've already done that. And this is what happened. So using workflows in your business, and we can do like a whole session on this because that's my jam. That's where I live. That's where I work. That's what I love, are workflows. Like I can organize anything. And I do it with a workflow, and I create workflows all the time. All right. using Trello, it's really easy to create a workflow. They call it a checklist. You click it. I can call this, we'll call it chicken, just because I should call it turkey because we're all in the holiday mode. But this is the checklist now for chicken. And I'm going to list all of the steps that I need to do for chicken. Now, let me show you. Let's just say, I'll just go step 1 here. Hold on. And the reason why this is so cool now is that I can go back and checklist. I can go down and I can see, look, I've got a chicken checklist. All right. I'm all about working smarter and not harder. Okay. So let me get the chicken checklist off of here. Delete. Okay. Due dates. We all need to have a due date. That's why we all, like the team, the OfferLab team, wants you to put a due date for that beta launch. If you've not already, let that be the thing that you do to give thanks for this week. Okay. And then attachments. I probably should share my Trello board. I use one Trello board to organize absolutely everything in my business. This is my highest rated opt-in that I use. It is a board that literally, it puts your business at your fingertips. So Trello can be an app on your phone. You can use it on your laptop. You can use it on your desktop. If you and I were in a contest and we needed to find a specific link for the thing, I bet I would win the $1 million because I have everything at my fingertips. All right. I'm waiting for Nate to kind of come in and be like sassy pants with me. And then cover. So you see all of the cover. This is the cover for each one. And this is, I have someone on my team, and this was the product launch. We were talking about product launch in my membership. And so this is the graphic that we put. Okay. So that's just some basic information, some basic vocabulary about Trello. Again, free, easy to use, big piece of poster board, organized sticky notes, drag and drop, and go. Thanks for spending some time with us today. Click the link. It's the first link. We make it super simple for any of the tools and resources that we talked about in today's video, helping you make it easy for your freedom to impact.